dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go! Touchdown! Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Say,
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it'll bring up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Roberts complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Watch 54. Got one, I got one. Check 37, check 37. Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit? All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 29 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day. The lady. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Big,
Red 80.
big stop. Let's go.
57's the mic. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Tight.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. They're going to need some therapy after this. 40. Red 80. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Shift. Check, check. Lucky. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Now they are going for it. Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26, and a conversion there is run on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
SOS. Red 80. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming after you.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, I need one over here. Red 80. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 26. Oh, 80. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Bang, 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 bang. Here go, young lady. Wide. Red 80. Wide. Under. Red 80. Under crunch. Kill. Hey.
To throw is Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Mike 48. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Go up. Lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
48 to Mike. Switch up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you big.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. I got it. No lady.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch twist. Yo, 80. The twist. Hey. High 7. Check. Press.
Here's Darnold.
Show it.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Yo. Watch the safety creep. Shift. And 80. Check 9. Check 3.
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
So we have come back. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what
I would love to have. Been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Gone, gone. Go out. Safety's creeping. Yo. Ready.
Now it's the backup Simeon.
Check three.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Check right. Check 52. Check 43. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Rock it. Checking crash. Let go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Get him, boy. Get him, 61. Matchbox lights. Hit it.
Again, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Simeon now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack by Justin Ellis.
Let's go. Come on, D. Take four. Hey, Charlie. Slam. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, wahoo. Watch twist.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still fourth down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Watch the twist. Hatchet.
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You get tired of seeing me. Safe. No, off.
Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, his 2nd sack of the night.
Go. Ringo, wait, Delta. Check 37, 25, check 5.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Simeon. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Check. Yep. Motion. Mike, Bravo. 48. You better be afraid of me. You better. Look at me. Door. You got tight right there. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
48. 48's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Shoot.
On 1st down, Simeon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball. Why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland able to drop in that time for his. Second sack of the evening. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach. About this and work on it. All the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Simeon. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Danny. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Look, squeeze. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
SOS.
Here we go on 4th. Simeon. Now a desperation throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Copeland bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Steve McClendon in there to drop him and sack. Seconds tick away.
They call that a total